Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is February 2nd, 2022, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the markets, U.S. markets continue to bounce, but the question is how much further? Now, we're going to take a look at that in just a second. No major economic events scheduled for today, but tomorrow and Friday, we got some major economic events coming out of Great Britain and from the United States. But first, looking at the major markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the major pairs rally to resistance. The question is it going to break higher? We're going to take a look at that. And the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ continue their bouncing on lower volume. We're going to take a look at that as well. Commodities, gold retraces while oil pretty much unchanged. The stocks, the FAANG stocks and the bank stocks have been strong and continue to bounce. And lastly, Bitcoin unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So this is really technical trading 101. Look at a daily chart of the Euro USD. We hit this low 1149. We're bouncing and we bounced to 1268. That's the level that we've bounced to. And now we seem to be in this kind of like, how should I call it? Turbulent area, okay? Consolidation area. So this is a significant resistance area altogether, 1268 right now. So keep that in mind because the markets are aligned, meaning the indices and the Forex symbols are aligned. They're trading at key levels, which is really very important. Now, looking at GBP also, we rallied back to 135.23-ish level, and it's right below or right there at that resistance level. If you look at a daily chart, we're right there on the 30-day moving average. Do you see that? Okay, that's really important because if it doesn't break above it, that means it's going to go lower, and we've exceeded our 8-day moving average. Okay, so this is really a really good point to potentially look for the other way, for it to retrace here, maybe make a double bottom. That has yet to be seen, and we're looking for that. Aussie dollar finally got that bounce. If we look at a daily chart, that is a significant bounce because it looked like it was going to hell. It looks one at 69.90. It looked like it was going to break that and go further down. Now, looking at the commodities, gold retracing back to below 1800, not a big deal. Still trading within its range. You know, it's not much doing here. I wouldn't focus too much time on it. Looking at oil also, trading at the top of the range, not breaking out higher. So these are key levels you want to know about. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, all right, this is where it's at. We're looking at a daily chart, and this is how far we've come. We've traded as far up as 35,260 from our low of 33,500-ish level. Okay, so that's a significant bounce. It's more than 50% of our debacle. Okay, from 36,800 down to 33,500 is about 3,300 points. And right now we're bouncing just a bit above that 50% mark. Now, we're not there at major resistance. Major resistance at 35,400. It's 200 points. But I would start thinking maybe this is not going to go higher. Okay, so just keep an eye on this because it's already that third day of exhaustion. We do have major news coming out tomorrow. And Friday is a non-farm payroll from the United States for the first month of January of 2022. So keep that in mind, guys, all right, as this may turn on the other side, on the downside. So keep that in mind as this may still make a correctional move. Now, looking at the NASDAQ also did get a big major bounce, but we are on resistance-ish level right here. Now, looking at Apple, I would have expected Apple to go to new highs, right? Beat its revenue, new quarterly earnings. Question is whether or not this is actually sustainable for the next quarter, and that's what we're looking at. Remember, the markets are 6 months ahead, and that's what we need to focus on. Now, looking at Facebook, also traded to 319, but at that resistance-ish level. Microsoft didn't gain as much and is at that 309-ish level. Looking at Amazon, did get above 3,000, which is significant, but hitting some resistance-ish area here. And JP Morgan did get a bounce, but again, nothing where I would have expected it to be into 160s, 170s if the markets are that much higher. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, not doing much here. Okay, 38, just really going sideways for all intents and purposes until something breaks, either above that 41 or 43. I have no conviction in this area at all. So just be mindful for the fact that tomorrow we do have major economic news coming out of Great Britain with a rate statement and also from the European Union, Central Bank of Europe. And then Friday we have that non-farm payroll. So activity in the market should start picking up again to a significant level, okay? Kind of like the volatility we had last week. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.